Hello there people, this is MrKritik and you're watching my Let's Replay of Panzer General. The Grand Campaign Part 65, Washington with Tigers, Type 2. Part 2 actually. And now you're wondering why are you looking at the deployment screen. Well, pretty simple answer. The thing I planned to do doesn't work. You cannot deploy units after the first turn in the objectives that you capture. At least not in this scenario. I'm not sure where I got that from, but maybe I had a different version of a game, but no. You can deploy them in currently held cities, either victory or non-victory, but not in newly captured. So yeah, for a while there I was thinking about actually deleting the video that I made, but why? You know, we all know that I fucked up, and it's only fair that I admit to this. However, some parts of the tactics that I was planning to use actually appealed to me, and I want to do this again, now with all the Tigers getting into action, with some slight changes to the plan, but still, the basic idea remains the same. We let the Tigers do the heavy work in the south, since they are slow moving and practically indestructible, and we focus now for these three airfields and also for on Washington with our paratroopers. I only did the upgrading part because I didn't want to bother you with it again. So now we'll go for 4 paratroopers, and you see all tanks are Tiger 2s. All fighters again Heinkels, and all tactical bombers Messerschmitt 109s Type G, plus of course 2 level bombers. Now I'm sorry, you know, yeah, sure, I could have finished, you know, with what I started, but I don't think it would be fair, you know, because a large part of the plan was based on deploying Tigers, you know, here in Anacostia, Capitol Heights and everything, and sure, we could, you know, purchase auxiliaries. Yeah, why not, after capturing these objectives, and we still might. But, like I said, it's dumb to keep 4 Tigers away from the battle for the entire game. So now to my somewhat changed plan. You'll see why I'm saying somewhat. We start with the deployment. So fighters again here, but now for our ground units, Tiger, breach engineers, and yeah, another Tiger. Now why? Because 2 of the Tigers, one here in the south and one in the north, I'll show you later, will focus on taking over non-victory objectives without air support, or almost without. We'll see how it will go. So again, I state you don't need 11 Tigers, you know, in Washington. Well, you actually don't even need 11 tanks of any kind, but you know, if we can capture some objectives by only using our ground units, then of course Luftwaffe is ready to do different jobs. So this is the idea. Now for the part that is basically the same, paratroopers will go here. So 4 paratroopers followed by 2 level bombers and supported by 2 fighters. Okay, and also what you already seen in the previous video, more tactical bombers to follow. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them plus 2 more fighters. So this is our largest air fleet. Now for other things, also I realized that we do not need 2 Tigers here and here. We only need 1. Well, why? Because after we deploy, on the next turn we destroy this fort and then we go for this one. So 1 Tiger is all that is necessary. However, here we'll go for 3. So 1, 2, 3. What to do with the rest? Well, pretty simple. 3 of them we will place here, here and here, so they can advance, you know, to the beach on the next turn and then disembark. Plus 1 more breach engineers will go here and disembark on this river hex and then go through the swamp. And 1 we will reserve, we will not deploy it, and after we are done with the deployment part, we'll actually deploy it in Queenstown. This is what I was talking about. Then cross, you know, the ocean in 3 turns and then deal with, you know, take a look at the map with this area here, with the forts, imps, everything that the enemy has. Yeah, it's likely we'll need some air support, but maybe not, so, you know. So I'm trying, you know, to do something with the original plan that, you know, didn't work, but not because, you know, well, it was my fault, don't get me wrong, but I really thought it was possible to do what I was planning to do, but now, since it isn't, I want to do something interesting. And if you hate me because it didn't work like we thought it will, well, I'm sorry, really. I really hoped it will work. So now for the deployment of the rest of our air units. So 2 tactical bombers, 1 fighter, since we will be using some of our air units in the southern area. Very few of them compared, you know, to this huge fleet, but still some of them for support. So here we'll place 2 of our inexperienced tactical bombers. And for the rest, let me think. Oh yeah, we'll need 1 more fighter for the support, I guess, here, and 4 tactical bombers and 1 fighter here. Hope I'm doing this correctly. So yeah, the idea is we will not be using any air force taking over Colonial Beach and King George. This is for our Tiger 2 to achieve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it disembarks, then it attacks. And yeah, I know, this is the only use it will have. But, like I said, too many Tigers available. The same goes for this one in the north. Well, after we deploy it, of course. Again, we'll take over Glen Burnie, probably Odenton and this airfield, perhaps even advance to Annapolis and its port, and then its job will be done, because we'll be out of turns. Okay, so let us deploy a few more units. So 2 tactical bombers here and here, 2 more here, and the last fighter. And this really, well, maybe tactical bomber here instead. And this really is it. So place unit. This Tiger, like I said, will wait. and we end. Okay, axis turn 1 with 22 turns remaining. As mentioned before, we have to win on turn 15 in order to achieve a major victory. And the plan for our breach engineers is pretty much the same, dealing with force, converging here at Port Tobacco and the airfield, then moving to Potomac Heights. Still not sure what to do with this city. I think after we take Potomac Heights we'll embark our breach engineers and move south, since again we are going for all of the objectives, even non-victory ones. What else to say? Well, 6 core units to purchase. This is what we see so far: air map, ground map, weather fair and dry. Now just again look away, those people who do not like to see hidden units. I'll show them quickly, but just for you to see, nothing really important. So look away in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so again, air map. So you see plenty of American and here British air units, plus of course also plenty of ground units, and here again British ground units. Okay, let us turn hidden units on again, so we cannot see anything. You can look back now. I think I'll take a little pause before I start, and then of course we do start, and this time I hope. Well, let me check something. You see, now we can. Okay, before we make this, before I take a little pause, I'm sorry. We'll now deploy our Tiger. So it goes here. Okay, so this is it. On the next turn we embark it and cross. I was also thinking about deploying 2 units here, 1 Tiger, 1 breach engineers, but kind of changed my mind later. Okay, time for a little pause. Be right back. Okay, I'm back and it's time we start. Again, first we'll go for the enemy's airplanes, see what we can do. I'm so happy that we get the same result. So the Spitfire is destroyed. Now for the Mosquito. Lovely. Of course we also see a fort, but yeah, one thing you will notice, I will try and not attack the ground units that can be attack with air units, the enemy's ground units that can be destroyed solely by our ground units. Yeah, this means like missing a turn, but on the other hand also means saving the ammo, since this airfield will not be our top priority. So who knows when we will have the chance to refuel and resupply. So yeah, that's the idea. And now let us do some disembarking. Plus you, of course. And these 3 fellows will come closer. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. And now of course we'll disband the destroyers and send our Tiger on its way. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. On the next turn, then after we reach this, on turn 3 we disembark and start doing some serious damage. And you move here, so you keep out of range. Okay, now for the scouting part. You move here, you here, and you attack this fort. Why is this important? Because our breach engineers, when they reach this hex, they will be vulnerable, and you know, it's a good idea to bring the strength of the fort down. But now the fort brought our strength down as well, so bloody hell. Okay, again, very obvious thing to do. We attack this anti-aircraft. Shit. Again. Yeah, but this was great. Good job. Okay, you can disembark, and you as well. I am kind of, you know, I know it's only my dream that we could actually destroy this inf without Stukas, but I'm keeping the option open, you know. So, okay, you also disembark. And you will go for the sub immediately. So, where exactly is it? Ah, here, okay. Please do some damage. Fuck you. Sorry, but seriously. So we'll attack it again. Perhaps this will work. It did. Wonderful. And of course we'll have to protect our tactical bomber, since it is in range of this meteor, and this one probably as well, so it will die if we do not protect it. So where to fly? Over the ocean, you know, just to be on a safe side because of this bloody anti-aircraft. So here we go. Excellent. Now with this fellow, think we can safely attack this inf. Just let me check it for one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's safe. So we'll bomb this inf. Or maybe, no, let us wait. Scratch that. Or, no. You know what I mean. Scrape, I think. Scratch. Okay, let us bring our cruisers closer and attack this fellow again. And yet again. This looks promising. So with some luck we might be able to destroy this anti-aircraft with our battleship. Bingo! So now we attack this inf, and then we'll also bomb it. Yeah, if now we had a Stuka here, you know, with 5 stars of experience, it would actually be possible to wipe this inf, you know, out, but this is not the case now. However, on the next turn, we will attack this inf with our tiger and then advance. So we've accomplished something. Oh, by the way, subs go away. Okay, more targets. So we'll leave this fort be. We will not attack it, but we will attack this one. Yeah, with an excellent result, as you can see. And we'll also attack this imp. So here we are, here we go. Recently I watched Power Rangers movie, you know. Go go Power Rangers. I'll tell you a little secret. I was only watching the series and also now watched the movie because of Amy Jo Johnson. Otherwise, you know, it's kid stuff, but she's definitely not a kid. Okay, you will be disbanded and you will disembark. Plus, of course, we'll also disband this flag. Okay. Now let us find the second sub. Perhaps even do some damage. Ah, here it is, okay. Evades again. Bitch. Sorry. Okay, so let us try and sink it. Should we use... no. Let us use our experienced tactical bomber. If it works, well, all the credits to the experience. Yes! Wow! Now I'll save this game. Yeah, here you see washing 002, but after I realized I cannot deploy tigers, well, I kind of... well, I took a little pause, you know, a long one, and then I've decided I don't want to continue. So again, sorry, but, you know, shit happens. And now, since we did so well, we can actually disband this destroyer, since, you know, no more subs. Well, this one is still alive, but you know what I mean. Now I'm only wondering, perhaps I should have protected this destroyer with the fighter, but also my idea was, you know, to lure at least one of the meteors to try and deal with it, and well, you know, destroyers are expandable, while of course meteors are extremely dangerous, and this is why I did it. I hope it wasn't a mistake. Okay, what else to do now? Yeah, again, an obvious thing to do, we have to protect these two tactical bombers, and we will. As for this one, I'm not yet sure. So first, perhaps we should fly like we did the last time. We should fly over this city, so an anti-aircraft cannot get under our airplane. Okay. Plus, of course, one fighter goes here. This is the same as you have watched in the previous video, so nothing new for you guys. This level bomber, again, as a bait for the anti-aircraft here. Bait not to be mistaken with jailbait. Okay. So now I think I've made a mistake. Or did I? I'm not sure. Okay, so you can fly here. Here we'll place... I'm not sure. not sure who just yet, but one level bomber goes here, another one here, and here most likely we'll place one of our tactical bombers. Yeah. Or maybe, can this level bomber reach? Already forgotten it, no. Sorry, I'm not that smart, really. No, so you can go. Excellent. Now for the rest of our air units, as before, this level bomber will attack the fort. I like this big A, you know. You can see, you know, below. So A for auxiliary. Okay. Now, two of our paratroopers will join, and of course one more fighter will protect them. Now for the rest of the units, where can we place them safely? Here, here. And you can fly here. So again, defensive circle in the air. Actually, this can be quite, you know, useful tactics. As for the rest, you can move all the way to here, or maybe even, give me a second, I don't want to do this wrong, you know, maybe here. Yeah, this is what we'll do. And you here, and here, and here, and here, and of course one more fighter for protection. So this time, well, yeah, I'm sorry, now I know, well, I assume, I don't know exactly, but I assume that the enemy will go for this air fleet. I won't say I didn't suspect it, you know, before I did the previous video, but hey, sue me. Now we have, you know, all the units that we need to deal with the enemy. Okay, what to do next? You can fly closer, and you as well, and you can protect this to Stukas. Well, we won't leave it, you know, at that, since even if we lose a fighter, an auxiliary one, I don't want to lose the auxiliary Stukas as well. So think now we are pretty safe, with of course the exception of this fellow, but I don't think he's in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, he's not in range. So yeah, I was right once. Okay, now for the auxiliaries again. So 3 airfields, well, at least 3 useful airfields. So 1, 2, here as well, 1, 2, and as in the previous video, also 2 level bombers, and then we'll think about it some more. 1, 2. I'm kind of worried from the previous video because of that lightning that, you know. Oh no, this one you didn't watch, or you did, I'm not sure. The thing is that I spotted a lightning purchased in this area after, you know, scouting, but I'm not sure if you've seen it, so it doesn't matter, you know. The thing is, I'm worried about the protection for these Heinkels. Should we also purchase at least one fighter in this area? I'm not sure. Perhaps not. Let us purchase more fighters. And also what I said, you know, in the previous video I meant it. This time I will really not care that much about, you know, losses, especially as far as our auxiliary units are concerned. So, okay, so 3 fighters here, 5 here, 2 level bombers. We can add 2 more level bombers, I think, or maybe 1 level bomber and 1 fighter for escort purposes, huh? What do you think? Yeah, let us play it safely. So 1 fighter for escort, sorry, and 1 more fighter here. And again, you see, still we have 10,000 of prestige available, more than 10,000. So the game is very generous with. Whoa, what's this? Ah, a T-boat. Okay. The game is very generous with us. When you go to Washington, you get 30,000 of prestige, and like I said, you really cannot spend it unless you are a complete idiot. So, okay, fair dry today, tomorrow. No more slots available, nothing else to move. Air map. Now we see some air units. Ground map. Well, as you remember from, you know, when I showed you entire map, plenty of reserves available. So this battle, well, didn't even start, you know. And as for the casualties, this time we destroyed 3 units on the first turn, so 1 anti-aircraft, 1 fighter and 1 tactical bomber. I'm especially happy about this fighter, since, you know, it was one of the British that cannot be replaced, since the British do not hold an airfield in this scenario. To start with, of course, they can take it over, you know, later, but will not allow this to happen. Okay, so, well, let us give the enemy its turn. Yeah, this cannot be avoided. Oh, damn it. We see 2 meteors now. And yeah. Once again, the enemy fell to our trap, and well, this anti-aircraft is, you know, not at full strength any longer. Just want to check something before I take a little pause. Yeah, obviously, it seems to me that when the enemy attacks a level bomber, the suppression with the destruction of fuel and ammo doesn't apply. Why? I'm not sure, but it's obviously the case. One more thing to check, we can reach the meteors. Yes, perfect. So I think this is actually a better result that we had, you know, in the previous video. So good one. So now we save. Washing, so I can now cover my shame, you know. Washing 002. I will take a little pause, be right back. Yo, I'm back. So the good news is we are only 34 minutes into this video, so we can do another turn. And with the words of Viceroy telling the bad news, the Jedi have acquired a huge army. So basically the same as it happened, you know, in the previous video, in my previous attempt. The enemy has focused the air forces here. Well, I didn't cheat to know this, but take a look. These are T-bolts from the more southern sector, and also ones from the more northern sector should be in the area. I have the same problem as I did when I did the previous video, the one that you couldn't watch, of course. I don't know where the Mustangs are, and they could be a problem. We have an excellent opportunity now to see what happens if we attack a meteor, get into a fight with the meteor with our fighter bomber. You see? Sure, it could go our way, but we cannot really risk it. So yeah, so what we'll do, we'll attack what we can and also scout. We need to find the enemy units, especially air units, sub dives. Okay, no problem, fly here. Yeah, at least we see something, which is always great. Now you can attack this fort and also fly over this artillery, I think. Whoops, sorry. This is not going well. I get the feeling that we will have to attack this fort again to keep our breach engineers safe. Should we use... no, this fellow cannot reach it. So you'll have to do... yep, you'll have to do, says 03, and after this attack we won't be attacking this fort. Yeah, now you do a good result. You know, fuck you. Okay, we sent breach engineers here. On the next turn they'll disembark and then they will destroy this fort. As for this anti-tank, our Tiger is getting closer. Now for the part that I talked about, we'll attack this fort with our breach engineers without any air support. And it still went our way, so this is it. Okay. As for this Recon in the rough terrain, we'll attack it with our Tiger and most likely destroy it. Exactly, and now we can move forward with our slow moving but, you know, excellent killing machines. And you will deal with this inf and also advance. Ah, shit. Rugged defense. But it went our way. Now for the fort, and then we'll take over this victory objective. Here we are. Now for this fort, and then we'll park next to the next one. So we are not using air support, as you can see. As for our naval units, well, we'll disband them eventually, but you know, our prestige now has dropped, so we only have 700 of it. I want to purchase 2 Recons immediately, so you and you will be disbanded. Why Recons? Well, and why the best ones? Well, because we'll use them to take over the objectives and perhaps even deal with the crippled units. So this is the reason. Breach engineers can advance and these 3 fellows will just disembark. So So here we are. Now this destroyer we can also disband, but like I said, we are in no rush whatsoever, since before we disband anything, you know, we have to make sure that we actually have enough slots available to purchase something new. So yeah, and this situation here, you know, worries me, since an air defense is stationed either here or here, but I'm like 90% sure it is here, and here we have more armor. So if we go for the meteor, we have to stay out of range, which is 3 actually. So 1, 2, 3. We have to attack from here. Can we reach this hex? Yes. And with you? Yes. So let us now go for the meteors. Please die. We have fired first, and we have destroyed the enemy unit, which is absolutely perfect. Now you deal with the second meteor. Says 012. You see this shit now? It actually happened. Can you see this? 6 of the strength remaining. Now we are at the mercy of all capable enemy fighters. Only good thing is that meteors don't exist any longer, but mass tanks, yeah, they can take, you know, take this opportunity. 6 is still plenty, but you know what I mean. This is the way you can actually lose your core fighter, and also the reason why I do not attack the meteors on the first turn. So yeah, even though I'm not happy about what happened, I am happy that I was able, you know, to show you how this works. So now I would like to commit this fighter as well to deal with this mosquito. However, it's possible we'll need it to protect these 2 tactical bombers, and not sure what to do. Yeah, so I guess it's time for some more scouting. We'll attack this fort, and then we'll fly, well, on above either of these hexes, you know, since this is our next target for Luftwaffe. So we'll attack and then we'll scout. He can fire back, of course, and he will. Okay, fly here. Okay, we are above an artillery and 2 heavy US tanks, M26. Like I said, they are very decent tanks, even comparable to our Panthers, but this time of course we are using Tigers. So okay, now we see 3 level bombers. They are the least of our concerns as far as air department, you know, is concerned, since yeah, they are heavy, they can, you know, destroy fuel and ammo, but they really cannot destroy our units, our ground units. So we'll deal with them after we are done with the rest of the air units. And of course, if possible, this will be done at the same time, but so far I'm not sure if it will be possible. Okay, now we'll bomb this INF and fly over this tank. Very nice, 2 suppressed. You can fly here. Can we see anything? You know, I'm expecting Mustangs somewhere near these 3 airfields, but no. You are no longer required in the south, so you can go north. Who do you attack? Even though this fort is stronger, I will go for the Inf. You'll see why. Because I want to destroy it with our Panther D. And after we also, of course, destroy this fort, we take over the non-victory objective of Prince Frederick with our infantry. So here we go. Oh, damn it. 3 suppressed, 1 destroyed. I hope this will work. Yeah, it did. Perfect. And now, of course, we shell this fort and move north. We are only reducing entrenchments, you know. It's not that I don't trust this tiger, but if we have an opportunity, why not do it? Okay. So prestige 552. Okay. Not bad. Where are the Mustangs? Okay, we have an elite fighter here. Tactical bomber here. So perhaps we can first start with our auxiliaries, but northern fighters or southern fighters? This is now the question. And also how to deal with this anti-aircraft. Do we use our auxiliary level bombers to reduce its ammo, or do we remove our auxiliary level bomber and attack it with our core level bomber? Yeah, you've guessed it. I think it's time for yet another pause. Probably, you know, the last one. I'm not sure. And since we will not be disbanding all of our naval units, we have a movement of 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Since we won't have enough prestige to actually, you know, purchase that many auxiliary units, so we'll disband at least 3. This 2 and this destroyer, so should be plenty. So now we can actually use our battleships to bring the entrenchment of this fort down a little bit more. Okay, and now we try and sing this sub. Will it work? I'm not sure. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, and it's gone. Perfect. So you can move here. And yeah, you can be disbanded. You are no longer needed. One more slot available. Now before I start dealing with the American Navy and also the air units, I need another pause. Be right back. Yo, I actually feel like gambling a little bit. I don't know, you know, no Mustangs in this area. I would bet a lot, not everything, that they are near these 3 airfields, so perhaps we can discover them, but we need our elite fighter, since we will be attacking this heavy level bomber. But take a look, even though it is not a threat to our ground units because of soft attack of 1 and hard attack of 4, It has an initiative of 6 and air attack of 20. I think this is comparable to... Well, actually, it's better than the T-Bolt. You know? Initiative of 6, sorry, compared to the initiative of 5. So, this unit is more of a fighter than the T-Bolt. Not to mention ground defense of 21 and air defense of 14. Well, okay. Air defense of 16 for T-Bolt, but ground defense of 10, so... yeah. A bloody dangerous unit. So, okay, let us attack it with our elite fighter. And scout in the process. Says 012. Two of its strength remaining, and now we see an invader. Very nice. Can we fly here to deal with this? Huh. Which way will our... You know what the problem is now? Since I see an invader, I'm pretty sure that there are, you know, at least some T-Bolts and more tactical bombers in the area. And even though I would like to send our tactical bombers from here to reach this level bomber, I'm not sure which way it will take, you know, so don't want to run into anybody. So perhaps first, yeah, perhaps first we should bring our auxiliaries into action. Let me just check if we have some better options. I don't think so, actually. So this T-Bolt actually has 3 stars of experience, which means that our auxiliary fighters can be destroyed by it. So the same question as before, and since we will not be going for the airfields immediately, should we make room for our core fighters to reach this T-Bolt? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Critic, you took a little pause to think this over, but you know, guys, this is difficult for me because this is a whole new approach, you know, and shit. Okay, maybe first we destroy this mosquito. Maybe that's the best thing to do. And if we are unsuccessful, we still have some of our you know, auxiliary fighters available. So, and we are keeping one of the fighters you know, capable of flying here and protecting these 2 tactical bombers. So okay, let us do it. Mosquito, please die. It did. Okay, so can we do more scouting if we send? Well, no, we actually see everything that needs to be seen, so damn it. I'm thinking whether or not to risk it, you know. Who can you reach? Well, after we remove these 2 units, we'll have plenty of space available for the rest of our units. So maybe maybe I'm thinking about this, you know, too long. Okay, you go for this T-bolt, sorry. Says to 7, come on, some good luck please. We have fired first, and this is everything I wanted. Okay, so yeah, now we see the entire pack. So another target, this T-bolt, 1-7. Okay, more armor. So now you get destroyed. Very nice. And now we see the American air fleet. So I mean no, I mean naval forces. So we can start working on them. And you? And the destroyer. Very nice. And now we'll also of course protect our level bombers. So you can fly here. You will attack the fort, and you will attack the destroyer, and will protect you, don't worry. Ah, shitty result. Just wondering, is it worth it, you know, to protect our tactical bombers? Yeah, let's play it, you know, safely like I usually do. Come on. Okay. And you, even though I would like to see you in another place, you can fly. No, actually no, you will protect these 3 bombers, and you will get into action with this fellow. Come on, destroy this T-bolt, come on. Very nice. And now for the fighter, can fly here, attack this invader, excellent. And now we'll use one of our tactical bombers, of course I'm talking about fighter bombers, to finish off this invader. And of course we are doing more scouting. I really need to, you know, discover where the Mustangs are, and still we do not see them. God damn it. Okay. So you perhaps it is time to make room for our auxiliaries from the south. Or if we have somebody that can reach this T-boat, no, we do not. This T-boat is actually safe. Unless, of course, we send one of our tactical bombers against it, and this is what we'll do. Die. You'll notice, of course, that I'm placing our tactical bombers where they can be protected by our fighters. Even auxiliary ones still works, you know. So now you can fly here and make room for our auxiliary fighters. Attack. One of the strength remaining, so one more unit. Die. Very nice. And more paratroopers. We can fly them here. They will still be safe, but they will also be blocking, you know, the escape of these level bombers. So now we have a T-bolt. I think now it is actually exposed to us. Yes, exactly. So let us deal with it. Says 17. Come on, please. Good luck. Yes. Two of its strength remaining, and now we'll finish it off. Unless, of course, we first, we'll make room. We'll make room for our level bomber, you know, to attack this anti-aircraft. So you can fly here and level bomb. Very nice. So now we can also now we can finally attack this anti-aircraft, and after we are done it will be out of ammo and no longer a threat to us. Beautiful. You see? Current ammo of 0. And you now for the T-bolt. And this is it. So my guess is that now only Mustangs are remaining. So we need, you know, to track them down and kill them all. So now for the invader. 09 it says. Okay. Worse than projected, but still. But now, since we actually see everything with the exception of these airfields, I feel safe about these two fellows in the south. So now we'll also use our elite fighters. So you fly here, destroy the Marauder. Perfect. And how many elite fighters do we still have? I see 2. No, actually I see 3. Okay. So this means that we can deal with 3 out of the 4 Mustangs available. So now we'll finish off the enemy air units with our with our tactical bombers. So here we go. Now this is actually, the grand plan. since the only reason why it is useful, you know, to actually upgrade Stukas to fighter bombers, well, for this part, so we can deal with the weaker air units without using either our fighters or our auxiliary. I mean, you know what I mean, either our fighters or our auxiliary fighters. So, you know, not a bad idea. At least I hope so. What else do we have? Okay. After we are done with this level bomber, and we are actually done with it, which is perfect. Now we can forget about these air units, since they are all crippled, cannot do anything to us. So now some of our some of our fighter bombers will scout, starting with this fellow. Oh, tempting target, but is somebody protecting it from the air, you know? Air defense, air defense. Yeah. Okay, we can do it. So we'll level bomb this fort and we'll fly. Where do we fly actually? Here maybe. Yeah. To this fortification. Okay. Come on. Okay, not bad. Okay, now we see them, and oh my god, a newly purchased lightning. Not good, not good at all. Yeah, now we'll most likely lose some of our air units, but still, at least we see what, you know, we are facing. So level bomber, deal with this air defense. Okay, 7 suppressed, which basically means that this air defense is almost out of action. But almost, of course, is not good enough, so now we'll also attack the fighters. 3 stars of experience and again 3 stars of experience. Okay. Yeah. You can start. Oh shit! You cannot reach? Oh god damn it, this is not good. So, oh damn it, this is not good. I thought that this fighter could reach. Well, it can't. Not happy about it, but oh damn it, oh damn it, oh damn it, oh damn it. So we cannot reach anything with this fighter, with the exception of this inf, which if we attack we spend the last ammo of this air defense. But no, 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 this is not good. So okay, now we have only 2 elite fighters. So yeah, we'll attack, since we have nothing better to do. Please destroy this Mustang. Perfect. But there are more, of course, so oh, I'm sorry about this, really. Now another Mustang will die, but should we actually attack from here? Yeah. Come on. Okay. So one more Mustang, and aren't there 4 in the beginning? This is kind of a surprise, you know, to me. I thought there were 4 of them to start with, and now I'm really not sure. So what to do with the rest of our air department? Nothing, really. And you also cannot reach anything. Okay, so you'll just bomb the paratroopers. These casualties are not correct. The suppression of this air defense is 7, so we'll lose 1, maybe 2. Yeah, 2. Okay. And now at least one of the air defenses in the area is out of ammo. What? Now I'm really wondering. I really thought the enemy has, you know, 4 Mustangs, and we destroyed 2, if I'm not completely mistaken. Where is the 4th one? We see the 3rd one, but the 4th one, well, it just fucking disappeared. Perfect. Exactly what we needed now. Okay, so you can go for the lightning, and then this will be it for our air department, I'm afraid, since this fellow cannot reach anything. God damn it. Okay, so at least we'll protect these 3 guys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is what we'll do. And yeah, now I'm almost positive that we'll lose at least 1 air unit, if not more. But like I said, this is a different approach, and you know. Okay, you can attack here. So we also prevent this anti-aircraft from reinforcing. Okay, and our 2 paratroopers can fly, I guess, here. No. Can fly here and here. And our last fighter bomber, I think it's the last one. Ah, okay, you get into not upgrade. You get into a sea transport, okay? And some of you we will again disband, but this is our last fighter bomber. Yeah, it is. So you can fly here and try to deal with this lightning. Says 09. It should go our way, since we have an initiative of 6 and 5 stars of experience, compared to the lightning initiative. Oh, here it is. So yeah, we have 2 Mustangs with 2 stars of experience. We'll definitely lose an air unit on the next turn, plus this lightning. So yeah. What to purchase? I'm guessing 1 more Recon here. No more slots available, so we'll disband you, and we'll disband you as well, and we'll purchase 2 more units. Which two though? Perhaps 2 more level bombers wouldn't hurt, since, you know, we'll need them for dealing with the American fleet. No, naval units, and also of course to soften up some targets. So maybe 2 more level bombers. Yeah, 2 more, okay. So yeah, this will be it then. Level bomber. Here and here. And in the next turn, of course, we'll disband even more of our units, especially these 2 battleships and this destroyer as well. Weather fair and dry. Air map. Yeah, now we'll have some serious problems. Ground map. At least I hope that our paratroopers are safe. Yeah. Okay, we give the enemy its turn. See what happens. Okay. This was actually better than expected, but on the other hand, I thought we would fire first and we didn't. And this time we did fire first. Perfect. Is it possible that we will actually survive this counterattack without casualties? We did. Oh my god. And this is not, you know, the result of my, you know, well-doing or something. It's just good. It's just good luck, you know. So this Mustang didn't attack and this one went for... Oh well. Air map. Ground map. Casualties, of course. We haven't seen them in a while. So as you can see, the ground war has, well, barely begun, but the air war going completely in our favor, with 10 fighters and 6 tactical and 1 level bomber destroyed. I was afraid of this turn, I have to admit, but yeah, it wasn't so bad. So let us save now. Tomorrow I have visitors. And when I'm talking about visitors, I mean the visitors that, you know, actually have priority, as you know, compared to Panzer General. So tomorrow, no videos. But the day after tomorrow, definitely one more video. Thank you for watching this. All the best from Mr. Critic, and bye bye.